Dear Hieronymus, teacher says that it's wrong for you to sign my report card.
You just gotta say goodbye. This Indian goes into a bar and orders a drink. Guy sitting next to him said, if you're so clever, let me see you shoot an apple off your kid's head with a bow and arrow. And he says, okay, I'll get my son. Hey, Cleveland, come on in. Stick an apple on your head, which the kid does. Indian takes out a bow and arrow, boom, shoots the eye right off the kid's head. Okay, Geronimo, says the guy, let me see you do it again. So the kid Cleveland sticks another apple on his head, and the old man lets go, another arrow, boom, knocks the apple right off. Guy says, I'm not convinced. Let's see you do it again. On goes the apple, Indian lets go with another arrow, and boom, hits the kid right between the eyes and kills him. Indian sits down, starts to cry. The guy turns to him and says, what are you crying about? 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Hollow, so they didn't saw a merry sight. Trampolina there in a moonlit hollow with you'll never guess what in the night. They were so surprised that their knees went wonky, for it was a donkey once upon a time. When the king was told of her misdemeanor, really Trampolina, he was heard to say, we have had enough of this hanky-panky. You will wed the prince we choose today. Trampolina wept in her royal hanky, stamped her royal foot and ran away. Till she came at last to an old hobgoblin, famous for his useful little hints. And he said, I think I can solve your problem, for your donkey really is a prince. There are witches 3 who have rearranged him, cast a spell and changed him once upon a time. You can break the spell, laugh the elf in stitches when you see the witches. Ring this magic bell. Trampolina sped to the royal stables, led her donkey to the witch's lair. Rang the magic bell and it turned the tables, for her donkey vanished in the air. And before her eyes stood a real Prince Charming, but he was the littlest of men. Trampolina cried, this is too alarming. Can I have my donkey back again? Never, cried a witch like an old hyena, laughed at Trampolina once upon a time. This is what we learn from our fairy story of the donkey and the royal lass. If you go in search of a greater glory, chances are you're gonna lose your ass.